negotiating. If I had to put a price on it, you wouldn't like it. I mean, let's suppose you think the parking is worth $300,000. To me, it's worth $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. He says, I see what you mean. And he signed and sent back the contract. I mean, days, just a few days later. But the contract, because it was my contract, doesn't have the legal for the parking lot in it. Well, long before that, as soon as I put down the phone the first time, I went to find the parking lot. And there was a parking lot a half a block away. You can see it from here. It's that vacant space. Some of you can see it from here. You see the Art Deco building, and next to that is a whole jumble of buildings, gray buildings. And in the back of that's a little parking lot next to a parking garage. Well, that little parking lot is my parking lot. Okay. Okay. So I found it was under a slightly different name. That's why when I had searched the building for under their name, the M South, it wasn't under that name. It was something like I can't even remember what it was, but it had M South in it. It just wasn't the lead name, so I never got it on the searches. But I found it. 17,000 square feet of downtown land. I thought that was pretty cool. And so when he sent me the contract and the legal wasn't part of the deal, I just added the legal. I initialed everything, sent it back to him. We had a deal. How did I find that deal? Walking around. Walking around, I'll show you that walking around is a big part of what I do for a living. All my girlfriends and my ex-wife and my current wife think I'm a bum. I don't work at all.
You want to buy it for 3.1? That's the final price?
Yep, 3.1 with the parking lot. Now, here's the bad part. We're going to have a bonus session this afternoon for those of you that want to stay. And it may be that we end at 4:30, and so you feel like staying anyway. But the bonus session will be talking about how to form a Reg D partnership and put the equity together to do deals like this. And one of the things that I had to do in this deal, well, I'll tell you the story. We put the numbers together because we're going to try to raise $1.2 million in equity to buy the property. We got it bought for 1.3. We want to borrow less than 2/3 of that amount of money. So my main partner is a guy named Claude Wolf. He and I have been together for 25 years, and we do almost all of our deals together. Well, not almost all of our deals, but we do a lot of deals together. Probably half the deals he does, and at least half the deals I do, we're partners. Anyway, Claude and I were in this deal. We had taken the money out of another deal we had just closed on and put it into the deposit and the due diligence for this deal. And I was working on the numbers, and I said, well, if we lease this up at so many dollars, $16 square foot, we do this and we do that, and we got this much expense, then therefore I have proved that we had about a 29% to 31% internal rate of return, which is gigantic. In fact, it violates the greed factor.